So this is Steve, and I'm here with Aaron Knight, who is running for County Council. Aaron, which district is it again?
District 1.
District 1, okay. And you had an event tonight at Link's Wonderland. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what happened tonight?
Well, we wanted to get out to this side of the community. This is right in the middle of District 1. I had spoken with Marlon Stutzman and his group a couple weeks ago, and they said, this is an area that a lot of folks don't come out and communicate to for whatever reason, particularly on the Republican side, because it's perceived as being a Democratic area, and it's always going to be a Democratic area. No point in going out there. Well, a different kind of philosophy that I wanted to take and Marlon wanted to take is, no, we need to go out and communicate our message to everybody. I think we have something that offers a lot of value and a lot of benefit to the entire community. In my case, the entire 1st District of the county. In Marlon Stutzman's case, obviously the entire state, since he is running for United States Senate. So that was kind of the goal of this event, was to let this community know that we do care about you. We're not, we want to let you know what we're about. We want your support, but at the same time, we're not just going to, alienate you and go, well, this is a Democrat area, no point in talking to them.
One of the things that you and I were talking about a little bit earlier was about the land banking that the County Council is wanting to get involved with. You had some thoughts on that. I'll let you share those.
Sure. I think the land banking, the concept and what they have in mind there and what they want to accomplish, I should say the goal they want to accomplish for that is to have land set aside, ready to go with infrastructure, the utilities ran, things of that nature. So if another large company were to come and be interested in setting up shop here in Allen County, then we're ready to go right away. Because if we're not ready to go within a reasonable time frame at a reasonable price, it'd be just as easy for them to go to Kentucky or go to Cleveland or go to Toledo. In Michigan right now, land is getting a lot cheaper up in Michigan and labor costs are coming down. So we are in the middle of what's going to become a very competitive labor market pretty soon with the way manufacturing base is left here. So what they want to accomplish is have something ready to go so we can be competitive. My concern with that program is that I don't know that a big chunk of the taxpayers want to be in the business of owning land, meaning they don't want to have their county government own a ton of land, no more land than what's necessary to operate county government. Now, what do you have to do? You have to look at the ultimate goal and go, okay, I'm on board with the goal of having land ready to go so the price is reasonable and ready to be sold if Boeing comes to town next time they want to, next time they want to come in and set up shop here. But I don't want the taxpayers to be on the hook. So let's look at maybe a public-private partnership where everybody in the county and the area can get involved, even at a reasonable price. You go to private investors, set up some kind of a land contract where we cap the high side of the sale if the next big company comes in to buy it, but we also ensure the bottom side. So let's say this is for 10 years. If they don't get it sold within 10 years, they have the option to sell it back, or the county will then go out and broker it off to somebody else at X amount of dollars. So that way they have to have an incentive. A private investor would have to have an incentive to make an investment that they're going to be capped on. No one wants to be capped on the high side unless they're insured on the bottom side, just like a lot of investments. That's why you see safer investments versus more risky. Safer investments usually have a defined bottom, risky investments don't. That's no different. It takes the best of both worlds, solves the problem of trying to have land ready to go without keeping the taxpayers on that kind of thing. So anything that we can do, be creative, work with the commissioners, work with the Economic Development Alliance, work with the mayor. We all need to pull together and work together, try to bring jobs in this area. The jobs, when people are working, people aren't, struggling out there, a lot of the other problems become a lot easier to deal with. They really do. In my opinion, it starts with jobs. Everything else kind of works out from there.
Okay. Anything else going on that you'd like to talk about?
I think that some of the issues that have been in the media a lot, they're getting closer to being resolved. But the city-county, the co-location idea, I think that the way they've ended up with that is a pretty good compromise. I've said, I'm on record saying that I think that the city jumped a little too fast when they bought the Renaissance building and did their thing without having an agreement in place with the county and really knowing how they're going to do it. So it kind of put the county in a position where they were made out to look like the devil because they're not jumping in to get involved and helping out. That's my daughter over there. They're not jumping in and just saying, well, the city bought this, we're right here to help you, right here to help you. They weren't involved in the original process, so now they're kind of brought to the table and demonized a little bit. But I think that when they finally got together and came up with a reasonable solution, at the end of the day, if it does make the ability for businesses and anybody out there to work with the things they need to get done, work with the planning department, work with the tax divisions, things of that nature to work more efficiently, get new buildings, get new businesses, things like that ready to go in a more efficient, more productive manner, then I think I'm okay with it. The downside to it, I've talked with Sheriff Freeze. He's okay with it from a standpoint of it's as good as it's going to be. Given the fact that they patrol the county, they have to start downtown Fort Wayne. That's not as efficient as what I'd like it to be, but is it a compromise? Yeah, I mean, we have a very big city inside of a very big county. It's never going to be perfect for everybody. We need to get as close as we can. So I think that they came to a reasonable compromise in the end.
How important is it, do you think, for the city and county to work together?
I think it's extremely important. I don't think being in the same building makes a difference, though. I work together with people all over the country in my business all the time, very, very well. Not a single one of them are located in my building. There are some things that are important to be physically close to, but not everything. And sometimes it's been implied recently that if they're not in the same building, they just can't work together. And that's just absolutely not the case. There are opportunities and ways technologically to work together, and the same kind of technology can be applied to the citizens. I mean, we talk about, we need to make this a more convenient place for the citizens to come to. Why not start thinking about making it a more convenient place so the citizens don't have to come? There's a lot of things that this is really a beginning, a starting point. No one out there is stopping to think about how the city and the county can cooperate even further to make this a better place for everybody so our economy can grow. I think this is the beginning, and I think they're going to make a lot of improvements from here over the next 8 to 10 years, I would think.
Okay. Primary is Tuesday?
Primary is Tuesday. I'm very excited.
Very excited?
First time running for office, and this has been a lot of work. We're talking about, especially over the last 2 months, an event almost every night, sometimes multiple events a night. I still have a small business that takes a lot of my time as well. So to say I'm tired is an understatement, but at the same time, I'm hoping on Tuesday night that it's going to be all worth it, and I'm just extremely excited. So,
Well, we wish you luck.
all right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Aaron.